The head of the UN mission in Afghanistan has been accused by his former deputy of ordering a systematic cover-up to conceal the extent of electoral fraud by President Hamid Karzai. In an attack on the role of the UN in the elections on August 20th, Peter Galbraith says that the UN Special Representative in Kabul, Kai Eid, had ordered him to not reveal evidence of fraud or to pass it to the authorities. He says that as a result, the elections had handed the Taliban, quote, its greatest strategic victory in 8 years of fighting the United States and its Afghan partners. He says that the UN collected evidence that a third of Karzai's votes were fraudulent. If that were found to be true, it would bring Karzai below the 54% that the preliminary election results gave him, necessitating a second round of voting. Galbraith, who was the second highest-ranking United Nations official in Afghanistan, was fired after fighting with his boss over how to deal with the evidence of widespread fraud. Galbraith had pushed Eid to forcefully address the matter, and the disagreement ended in Galbraith's abrupt departure from Afghanistan. Galbraith said Eid had suppressed extensive data on fraud that the United Nations had collected. He told the Washington Post, quote, I think there was massive fraud in the elections. No doubt about that. It undermines the credibility of the election process. I took seriously the mandate to support free, fair, and transparent elections. But the former U.S. diplomat's dissent stands in marked contrast to the Obama administration, which has accepted President Hamid Karzai as the winner, despite evidence that up to a third of ballots cast may have been fraudulent. President Obama is now faced with justifying further U.S. troop deployments to Afghanistan to prop up a regime now regarded as systematically corrupt.